We are back in lane from that bend where we all could afford a breather for the second and final laps of the 30-week-long football marathon. The 2016-2017 Ghana Premier League is in full swing this weekend as quest for survival, sustenance and superiority intensifies. But on the show today, we will join the Rainbow family under the blossoming oak tree and have a healthy chit-chat with Scottish trainer Frank Elliott Nutall and the live wire connecting the playing body to ignite chants of arose, arose, arose among the Phobian faithfuls. Your guess is as good as mine. Winful Cobbinah is a part of our lineup. Meanwhile, my guest is also not a new face to us, and he will do us the honors of the detailed review of the first round of matches and other news making rounds in the Ghana Premier League. It's a jolly ride with me, Abigail Senasosu, on the beautiful game. So just in case you have not checked us out on Facebook yet, we are on and it is the beautiful game. And don't forget to remind a friend to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Ghana League TV, for all you need to know concerning the Ghana Premier League. My guest is seated and he will be introduced, but he's been in and out of Accra Hearts of Oak. He joined Nutall FC in Saudi Arabia, and on his return, he seems to be that spark they needed to turn things around and get fans trooping and yelling, Hanimaya Stadium, Miyamata number 10, literally meaning, give way, I'm going to the stadium to watch number 10. Life, as he's called, is already living by the name, and his presence on the field is a delight to behold. He shared some few minutes of his time with us and has this to say.
I'm Winful Cobbinah, attacker for Accra Hearts of Oak, number 10. I started football from the root, from Coast BT professionals, and then to R-State professionals, and then to Tuduma Jets. From there to Accra Hearts of Oak. I went to Nutall in Saudi Arabia. I went there and things didn't work out well, so I just have to come back and then start all over again. I wouldn't say it was a haste. It's all part of life. I would say football. You go out there, things don't work out for you, you just have to come back home. I decided to join Accra Hearts of Oak because they made me who I am. I played with them before traveling, so I just have to come back. It will be a big disappointment if I should be here and then play for another club. I don't think I've gotten to my best level yet. I'm still working on it. Gradually, I'll get to the peak, but now I'm not comparing myself to anyone. I'm just being focused, and then I'll see what will happen. I say it's a new team, but we're just coping. We are managing. It's a teamwork. Everyone is helping each other, and I know with time everything will be okay because we are doing well. We are doing well. Everything will be fine. The only thing that I would say has changed is the players there and then now. You know, and then we have Mahatma, Moro Abubakar, more players, but now they are different players altogether. So that's the only thing. I'm here to help my team achieve something better in the league. And so far so good. I think we are really working hard, and I'm trying hard to prove everybody wrong. Those who think I couldn't be able to do it. I'm working very, very hard to prove them wrong. I would say we should be in the top 4, and if not, be able to win the league. That's what we all are training hard for. It's been long we took the trophy, so we are working towards it. The fans, I would say some of the fans love me, so they always want to see me. They always want to see me perform well, so they cheer me up, they advise me. So I would say yes. With the performance I'm showing, they love to come to the stadium to come and watch me. We are all playing to achieve something better in the future, so I don't think you even love to see me play here 3, 4, 5 years, no. So that's what we are working for. We just have to focus, train hard, and then God being so good, we move out. There's more to come. I'll give all out and then see what will happen. I wouldn't say they nominated me just for this one, but I think they'll be. I'll get more nominations, more awards, trust me. So I'm working towards that. I would say I appreciate them. I thank them very much for their support and everything. They should keep on cheering me. And then the team, we will not disappoint me. We will work hard. We will really, really work hard this season for them to be happy. That's what we're planning to do.
We are still here on the beautiful game with me, Abigail Senasosu, and Muftal Nabila Abdullahi of Kwesi Sports is my guest. You're welcome, Muftal.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming too. It's been an interesting first round, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. 120 matches. We had 238 goals. Some will say 241, depending on where you stand, because Great Olympics got 3 goals from Bolga All-Stars, but those goals were taken from the boardroom. So if you're adding those goals, who scored those goals? You can't tell. We had about 119 different goal scorers in the first round. That's impressive. 21 players scored braces, only 1 hat-trick. I'm disappointed we got only 1 hat-trick. We could have gotten like 4 or 5 because we have strikers in the league who are good enough to provide us those numbers. But unfortunately, we never got that. We only got it from Hans Kofi on the second game of the season when Ashgold played Great Olympics. It's been sensational. We also saw Wafa go 7 games unbeaten. Man, there was the drama. We cannot do away with the drama. Kumasa and Tukotoka are very good at providing us things I call Kumawood movies. We saw them hacked after the games against Hearts of Oak, Midiama, and Bolga All-Stars. Every single game that accompanied was full of drama. Fans even got to the extent of going to the training grounds at Adokojachi and stopping the coach from training. And then all of a sudden, the main actor, your own, Jacob Lugosi, was fired. And then after Asantu Kotoko, the drama was about settling. We also saw what happened in Great Olympics. Tom Strand and Cobbinah Trump, they also came in with their own movie. Interesting one. All of a sudden, they were able to patch their differences.
Give us a picture.
And all of a sudden, they've been very good. We saw them beat Asantu Kotoko here 2-0. That goal from Paul Fiachi was even nominated for CNN Goal of the Week, and he even won it. And you know one interesting thing? That was his debut. He was
signed on Friday.
He was registered on Friday. The following day, Saturday, he made his debut. He scored, and the following week, he was nominated for CNN Goal of the Week. And that week, he won CNN Goal of the Week.
That's the beauty of the Ghana
That's the beauty of the Ghana Premier League.
Okay. So we just heard from Winful Cobbinah. Would I be wrong if I dare say that he has been the player of the moment, especially after week 9, when you saw him for his side?
You wouldn't be that wrong. 6 games, 6 assists. Impressive. He has scored 2 goals. One came against Almina Sharks. The other was against Wafa at Accra Sport. When he assisted and he scored. So Winful Cobbinah, taking nothing away from him, yes, you would say that he's been that star. He's been, just like you said in your intro, he's been that light, that life, giving everything Hearts of Oak requires. And he's given them a line where Frank Nutall, initially, the pressure he was under, he has taken away that pressure from him. And Hearts of Oak are moving to a line that people are beginning to believe that they've got the gear required of a club who are supposed to be at the top of the Ghana Premier League every season. He's willing to do the simple things. There are some players who do what I always tell them as 90 plus kind of football. Winful Cobbinah will not give you that. He give you the simple touch
and it will just go
and he will just go through. He will just give it to you, open up, receive the ball, give it up. There are some players who wants to hold on to the ball, dance for the spectators to cheer up. But Winful, he will do them once in a while, but the key things in his games are do the simple thing and let the boxes tick. And that's what he's doing with distinction.
Local Black Stars Team A.
It is not a surprise. Kwesi Appiah has been in town since April 4. She had the opportunity of watching most of the players play. And all of a sudden, 7 local players in a 30-man squad.
That makes me so proud.
You are the only person who is proud because over the few seasons, we've always been to centers to watch these guys play. But all the time, they've always been snubbed by our coaches. So if Kwesi Appiah has given 7 players the opportunity, including Winful Cobbinah.
I put you in those big shoes. You are Winful Cobbinah's father. What would be that advice for him to make it? This is a great opportunity. You take it, you are up there, you messed it up. I'm sorry, but it will take a long time.
There's an old adage that says that opportunities come at once.
Yeah.
He has shown that he's got the qualities and he has been given the opportunity.
Yeah.
When you get the opportunity, grab it. Just like you are fighting a bull. Let the world see that you actually deserve the opportunity you've been given and you're going to go the extra mile in your career. I think this is an opportunity. If I was the father of Winful Cobbinah, I would tell him, you've not even done a quarter of your talent. you've got the biggest room in the world, which is the room for improvement to get better. Don't look for the likes of Andrew and you as your mentors. Look for the likes of Lionel Messi. If you go for the players who are extra, you feel are extra, these are the players you're willing to be like and fight like them, work like them, do your training 3 times like they do. You're going to feel that biggest shoe you've always been looking for. This opportunity, he must not.
I think you are in tune with his spirit, because if you talk to him at length, Lionel Messi is one of the players he really looks up to. So he has had, I believe you take that one seriously.
If you take that seriously, Kotoko will buy him like when we bought
Chastela. He doesn't want to live that episode, I don't think.
Can Mediama afford him?
We can. I mean, Mediama can.
It's not about traveling with your coaches and letting them fly back to their countries.
Oh, okay. So, life, this is from Mufta Nabila acting as your father, just for this period. Take this opportunity and enter into that room of improvement and just make the best out of it. But Mufta, let's just quickly review the results of the last round. Hearts of Oak did a big in Dansoman. You watched that 3-0 thrashing. Kotoko drew with Summer Youth and the other that are rolling by. What do you make of that?
Let me start with Kotoko. That's where my interest is.
Sure.
From a Kotoko perspective, we've had a record that I think is needless. Coming to Hearts of Oak, I never anticipated they were going to beat Liberty at such a wide margin. Last season we saw the 2 sides.
Yes.
At Accra Sports Stadium, Latif Blessing sank them. This season, they went to Dansoman and they gave Liberty 3.
Yes.
And I know one thing about the Hearts of Oak setup. They limited the spaces of Liberty. They made sure that Liberty were only rushing for ball without creating any meaningful opportunities. That's one trademark of Frank Nutall this season. People have not taken notice of and should accord him the respect of it as a tactician who knows what he is doing. He started by making 2 changes in almost all his matches. But when he settled, he kept consistency. That's very bad at home. Mediama, your club, went and ensured that
we needed that win.
Their second home defeat, having lost to World All-Stars. We also Ashanti Gold record their first win under CK Akono.
They left it late.
It was a sigh of relief. And then Brekum Chelsea also drawing 0-0 at Great Olympics. I was surprised. Is it because Steve Pollack moved to Asante Kotoko?
Maybe they were still in shock.
Or maybe Tom Strang got his status right when he traveled away to the Golden City Park. And then Asante Kotoko, they drew against Tema Youth.
Unfortunately for you.
I was here some few weeks ago and I made a point that Edward New Odum has a side that is very good.
Okay.
And people will have to begin giving them respect.
Credit.
If you don't respect them, Tema Youth can come and hit you at any moment. That was one thing Frimpong Manso failed to realize. Yeah. And then he ended up drawing this game. This should have been a game he could have won.
Okay.
He came after week 11. He's played 4 matches without having a single win, and he has left Asante Kotoko. That's so bad.
Okay, so that's it for the week 15. On his blind side, his players call him a teacher, something he's yet to find out. Actually, I had to tell him that. But Scottish trainer Frank Elliott Nutall says if you are hardworking, he doesn't mind preaching you in every other game. All you need to do, work hard at training, and you get a place in his team, because every player and every game is vital. This is Frank Elliott Nutall.
It's been a tough start. I knew the league was a tough league. I knew that I was coming to the biggest club. I knew that there was a big expectation from the fans, and I knew it was that every team that played against us was going to make it very difficult for us. So that's all been true to expectation and true to form. So it's a question of trying to adjust as quickly as possible and get used to the situation and used to my environment. All the games have been difficult, honestly. I can honestly say that. I knew it was going to be like that when I came here. And true to form, absolutely. Every game has been difficult. But I've got to commend the players, because as a group they were a new group, because some players were signed and they weren't here last year. There was a new group because there was a new staff. You know, I was new to the group. You know, that group of players hadn't played as a team before, and you know, that takes a little bit of time for them to get used to each other. And in most games, I would say that we've pushed to the final whistle as well. You know, we've had our ups and downs, but again, it's commendable that the players have had the focus, the motivation, the desire, and the belief to push in every game. Well, the fans that I've experienced elsewhere are passionate like the fans here, and want the best for the team and want the players to perform. What I'm looking for from the supporters as 12th man, to make a positive contribution, be positive towards the players. Players at Hearts of Oak will make mistakes, and the way that the fans can really help us is by consistent, continuous encouragement all the way through from the first whistle to the last, in a very positive way, and that has much more of a benefit to players than you know, negative criticism. So it's important that the fans are a positive 12th player. Some people will focus on the last 5 minutes of games, you know, when the other team is pushing against us, when we're leading and they're trying to get back into the game. That's what we'd expect. But in most games, we have been the team that have been pushing right to the very end, and you know, we'll continue to do that. It's about the process. You know, rather than thinking about the end goal, we think about the process. So our focus is this week, what we do today, what we do tomorrow, what we do in the next game, and then from there we reevaluate and look at what we're doing. We've had some good results, and I think, quite honestly, it comes down to hard work and focus and sticking to a game plan. We've improved. Have we improved more than the other teams? I haven't compared, to be honest. I don't really look too much at the other teams. You know, although you have to say that Wafa have gone on a fantastic run, and Aduana have performed consistently as well as Beerkum and a few other teams around. So, you know, we're in there amongst the rest, and we'll fight them all the way to the finish.
So the Ghana League TV on your YouTube channel gives you all the episodes you might have missed and everything you need to know about the Ghana Premier League. So just don't forget to subscribe and like our Facebook page on the beautiful game TBG. Mufta Nabila, I don't think that Frank Nutall was warmly welcomed by all. Some really thought that Wellington should have just continued, but he's doing magic.
There were people who never knew who Frank Nutall was.
Yes.
He came with a very big CV from Kenya when he was with Cobbinah. So that's one thing people never knew of. So when he was coming on, Hearts of Oak fans were ambivalent about whatever he's bringing on board. But he's proving to them that he was the right man for the job. He has given players opportunities. Just like he was saying, if you are very good, you will play.
All he wants is hard work.
All he wants is hard work. When the season started, Cosmo Dawda started as number one. All of a sudden, he dropped in and brought in Alexander Kwasi. Yeah. Kwasi also made way, and Kwame Kizito is now the star.
Yes. So after this interview, I got to understand why we will sit back and say, what is Kwame Kizito doing on the field? But he has that, because he works hard at training.
You have to ask the questions, and the man has brought him on to answer the questions. Yeah. We all saw Leonard Tavia.
Yeah.
He never started as a first choice central midfielder. Now he starts week in, week out. We also saw Richard Akofi, who started as a bench warmer. He starts week in, week out. That is one thing the man is doing people do not know of. He has given players the opportunity to blossom. If you work hard at training, you will get back. That's why I've always said that Isaac Mensah is not fighting enough. Should Isaac Mensah convince this man, he's going to be the Ashama Messi people have known him for, and he's going to be the key player in that setup.
He says he doesn't agree. He's indifferent when we say his side is the most improved side.
He has only taken away some pressure. that's what coaches will always do. If he accepts that his side has improved, people will expect that they continue doing what they're doing. Yeah. But if he takes away the pressure from the players, takes away the pressure from himself, you realize that the players will continue to fight as if no one knows anything about them. Just like they started as underdogs.
Yeah.
First 3 games showed it. All of a sudden, they started grinding out results out of the blue. And people are beginning to take them serious.
Yes.
In fact, this is the wrongest of time to play Hearts of Oak, if you want to. They can give you 3, they can give you 4. In their last 2 games, they scored 7 and conceded none. That should tell you one thing the man is doing. He's been very influential in the setup. He's given players the room to display their talent, and he has given them that confidence.
And talking about confidence, he says that he's okay with his players, and for him, not to say they are no good players, but he thinks as at this point, no player merited to join Hearts when the window opened.
He has seen the players, and he has a system, and he feels that other players do not suit to his system. He has seen his team, and by now he already knows his target.
Yes.
He knows that at the end of the season, I'm likely to place in this position. He has seen the quality.
But unfortunately, it's at this point that you have 4 of your players walking in and out of national team. And not just any players.
He's got so many players. They registered about 29 players.
Okay.
3 or 4 are leaving. And
they are the ones doing the job.
They are the ones doing it. But when they started, Winful Cobbinah was not a starter.
Okay.
They were grinding out results until he came in. He probably has a player on the bench who will come in and we'll all start singing about such a player too.
Malik?
Maybe.
He's fit, so?
Maybe.
Okay.
Malik is a central midfielder. Yeah. He holds. But all of a sudden we may see someone like Isaac Mensah
back
penetrating.
Okay.
We may see someone like Samudin doing wonders. He started. Now he's warming the bench. Yeah. If he works hard with the opportunity now presented for others to go for national assignments, they are likely to be mainstays, and even those who have gone for national assignment will come and struggle to break through. I can tell you, Ruben Nyani is fit.
He's fit, yes.
Vincent Atenga and Richie Akofi
are giving him headache.
They are the wall that has not given him the opportunity to break through.
Okay. Nutall, second round, Frank Nutall, can he go for the title? Or it's too early?
I'll be happy if Hearts of Oak goes for the title.
Hey, coming from a Kotoko fan.
Seriously, I will, because the soul of Ghana football is on Hearts and Asante Kotoko.
Yes.
Should Hearts of Oak win the league this season, we'll see a better Asante Kotoko next season.
Sure.
If Watford wins the league, it means that Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko still have some catch-up to do.
Yes.
I would like Hearts of Oak to win. I would like Ejana to win. I would like Watford to do. One reason why I would like Watford to win the league is that they've invested. They've got structures. And there will come a point where this investment must pay off. And this season we are seeing.
But people say if Hearts of Oak are able to win that return leg in Sugar Cup, then they have the title.
But you and I know that Hearts of Oak will go to Sugar Cup and receive 3 goals in the first 50 minutes.
That was last season, not this new form of Accra Hearts of Oak.
Watford has gone about 34 games at home unbeaten.
I don't think Kwame Oparado will smile at this.
He went there with Sergio Travel last season and they conceded, in the first 30 minutes, they were back 3-0.
Okay.
Watford at home are just too good.
Maybe Hearts of Oak should come and see me, because on that day, that's June 4th, is my birthday, so I can give them something that gives them that charm if they really want to win the league.
They will hope you will have the charm. But Klaus Ramussen is doing something John Kla didn't do.
Okay.
he has built a team that has the energy to fight both away and home. He's here, he has kept that home consistency.
Okay.
This season, they've drawn only once against Aduana at home. If you've played 7 home games and you've drawn only once, it means that you've accrued a total of 25 points.
Sure.
They've won 3 away from home. If they're able to win the next away match, they've won 4. Last season, while All Stars won only 4 away matches, they ended up winning the league.
So that leads us straight to the first round of matches that ushers in the second round of the Ghana Premier League. And on Sunday, Accra Hearts of Oak welcome Liberty Professionals to the Accra Sports Stadium in Allies. Play league leaders West African Football Academy, and at the Takwati LA Park, Mediama SC versus Bolga All Stars. While All Stars will play Ash Gold and Adriana Stars at home will play Bechem United at the Nana Ajiman Bedio Sadeyo Park. And in Tema, Kumasi and Kotoko will invade Tema to play the young lads of Tema Youth. So Muftao, that's the headline you have. We are invading Tema to get all the 3 points. Is that possible?
I hope we can invade, and we hope, and I wish for a point. It's about time we end this winless round. We don't go, a club like Santiago cannot go 8 games without a win.
Okay.
Come on, that's so bad of a club. I would like Steve Pollard to have a very good start.
Okay.
Even if we get a point, I think it's enough. So that we can go back and then start revising our news again. Because over the period, I've realized that Santiago have struggled to amass points, even at home. Now I talk of away. So if they are able to get a point in Tema, it will be a very good start for the second round.
Hearts of Oak fans have found their voices, and they are sure they'll make it 6 out of 6 against Liberty.
6 out of 6. If they found their voices, I'm not surprised they found their voices because they've shown in the last 3-4 weeks that they are a side to beat now. Just like I was saying earlier, it will be the wrongest of time to play Hearts of Oak.
Yeah.
Liberty will know that. Just 2 days ago, they played the final match. They won 5-0. They know what they are doing. They know that they have a very tough task against Hearts of Oak. But Mike Losse, he knows Hearts of Oak very well. He's played them before. Last season, he beat them here 1-0. This season, with Liberty, people will say that Liberty is not like Asante Kotoko.
Yes.
I know they say games involving Kotoko and Hearts of Oak, the form doesn't matter. So he'll be going with Liberty. He knows that we have all to fight for. There's nothing at stake for us.
Are you going to predict that game?
If you put me at a very difficult corner, I will say something.
Okay, predict that game for us.
I'll say 2-1 to Liberty.
2-1 in favor of Liberty.
It is an emotional and a wishful prediction.
But it looks like Aduana Stars are on the quiet, the latter part of the first round. Are they?
They aren't. Just that Wafa has overshadowed them.
Yes. After they took over the first
Wafa, when they won 7 games unbeaten, we were all talking about Wafa. Even when Aduana had the opportunity to go on top, they flapped it, they drew. Was it against Dukum Chelsea?
Yes.
Wafa came back again. They thumped into allies to go top again. So they are not on the quiet. It's just that Wafa is doing something Yusuf Abubakar must do to get back the attention he had when the season began.
Masiko Akuno, can he continue where he left off in Wa?
He's going to
Wild Stars is struggling.
He's going to want to lose.
You think Wild Stars will not let that go?
He's going to want to lose. I think that's all I can say.
Okay, so that is it from Muftar Nabila, my guest here. He thinks that there's some interesting and wishful predictions he has done here to preview the week 16 of the Ghana Premier League. And we all can't wait for this action-packed weekend. So soon we have to draw the curtains on today's edition of The Beautiful Game. Muftar Nabila, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you around.
Always great to be here.
Okay, and thank you too for making time with us. But don't forget to subscribe to Ghana League TV on your YouTube channel and like our page on Facebook. It is The Beautiful Game TBG. My name, Abigail Senat Susu.